Is it both? Do you enjoy doing both? Is it more important to you to get a certain message across so that people listen to what you have to say and maybe you can change something or create a certain
I mean,
attitude?
now, like, the older I'm getting and the more wiser and mature I'm getting, I try to slip in messages because I know that I'm a big role model in a lot of part of the world, and the kids, the youth is listening to me, so I know I can do that now.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, I wasn't really thinking like that. You know, I was young and just running wild, but now I got a fan base and I got a core audience. I know it's important for me. You know, I'm not just the clean goody two shoes, but whenever I could, it's important to slip something in for them people, for the youth, and even for the older people, to let them know I got a good head on my shoulders and let them know that I know what's going on out here
Right.
in the world. So, you know,
I was going
definitely.
to ask you if you consider yourself a role model, and you just said you do. What do you
I don't
think?
consider
No?
myself a role model, but I am one. So I
Right.
have to carry
Okay.
myself accordingly and conduct business like a businessman. And I know
Mm-hmm.
that it is people looking at me, youth for the most part. So I gotta, you know, I can't lead them astray. Like, no matter if that's what I want to do or not, it's important to let them know what's right from wrong.
What do you feel is your responsibility towards your fans?
My responsibility towards my fans is to give them what I want. Like, if you're a Jadakiss fan, you like Jadakiss for whatever reason you like him. And my job is to just keep you loving me. You know, I don't know how to do it, but I gotta do it.
You're just
That's
you.
yeah, I'm just me. And a lot of times, rappers or artists or musicians or whatever sometimes seem to get out of their own character and their own element and try to follow what's going on. Like, it's good to keep your ear to the street and keep your eyes open and see what's going on, but it's also good to stay in your own element, be you. And that's what the people like you for being you,
Right.
not being somebody else or doing what somebody else is doing.
I was going to ask you about the song "Why," since we're talking about lyrics before and role model and all that kind of, for me, plays into that because that's a very important song, I think, and it was also a very big song for you.
Yeah.
Can you talk about how that came about?
Well, I always wanted to do a song called Why, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like a common word. Like, little kids, they always ask why when you tell them something. And a lot of people, if they don't understand, they always ask why, or why is just a common question around the world.
Right.
Then once I said I want to do a song called Why, I try to get some questions that everybody could relate to, like all over the world from every aspect, young, old, black, white, rich, poor, something that everybody be like, yeah, that was a good question. So when I got the music, it took me a couple days, like, and I just started sitting down and it all just came to me. Like, but it turned out to be good. Like I told you before, timing is everything. It came out with the 2004, what was it, 2004 election time.
2004,
So
right?
that was, you know what I'm saying, timing is everything. It was a good time. That's why it spread it like that.
Yeah, exploded.
Yeah, it exploded.
I heard somebody describe that kind of that turn your career took there as combining hood credibility with mass appeal.
Yeah.
Because really, like you said, it was a question that everybody has questions, and everybody's looking for answers. And in particular, about that time of uncertainty with the election, that one line that was a lot of times cut out on the air. Why did Bush knock down the towers?
Yeah.
What made you think that? And I'm asking because we're in Germany here, and in Germany,
still hit
certainly
hard
a
over here,
lot
yeah.
of people believe in that
Yeah.
conspiracy theory.
I mean, it's simply a metaphor, but at the end of the day, I think he's the head person in charge. So if he didn't literally knock him down, but he somehow knew something, or somebody in his staff or somebody knew something. So that's why I just made the comparison like that. Because I think a lot of other people, even over here in Germany, they felt that he knew something or something wasn't right about how that whole thing could just go down like that.
Right. Were you surprised at the feedback you got for that? Because it was
Very surprised, because when
Yeah.
I first put it out, it wasn't getting a buzz like that. But then after a while, it started coming all over the news and everything. I said, oh, okay, they hearing me. Like, they finally listening to the kid. So it was good. Like, I was a little nervous. But at the same time, I was happy that the word spread across like wildfire to everybody. So my job was done. Like, that's all I really wanted it to do. Like, it wasn't even a matter of being nominated for a Grammy or record sales. I just wanted to see if little old me could make a song that could reach around this big world, and it did. So I felt happy with that.
Now you said you were nervous.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you make any reference, to the president of the United States, you gotta feel some kind of way, because they could have came and they could have put some pressure on me, but they didn't.
They didn't?
Nah, they didn't. And that also might be because it was election time, so that might have helped me out too a little bit.
I was gonna ask if you think if it was because you're a rapper as opposed to a Dixie chick.
I mean, rappers, they come down hard on rappers. Bill O'Reilly tried to slander me a little bit, but that was just good promotion.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really wanted to see George and ask him how he felt about it.
Didn't get him to answer.
Nah, I
anyway.
didn't get really in touch with George personally, but one of his advisors let him know about it. That was good.
So you voted for Kerry?
Yeah,
You did.
I voted for him.
I was a couple of weeks before the elections. I was in Miami at a rally for Kerry, and I saw Cher speak, and there were maybe 50 people, very few.
Very light.
And she was very, very disappointed that so few people came. And she said, first of all, I'm disappointed. Second of all, I'm kind of scared because, like you said, you get kind of nervous when you put your foot down because something's going wrong. Why do you think there was so little concern about what was going on in the country and in Iraq?
I mean, some people just don't care to be concerned, and some people, it doesn't affect certain areas. It doesn't affect certain brackets, like financial brackets or certain aspects of the world. And that's why with this last election, I think they tried to get other people involved more by going to the hip hop community and doing all that. And I think it started too late. I think this one, it might have a more of effect on the next election, but they started too late. Like, they started contacting the little people and they started making other people aware of the whole thing too late. So Bush still had all his followers with him, and the little people that was recognizing Kerry, it wasn't enough.
Yeah. So now the election is over.
Yeah.
And are you still politically active? Are you still trying to get people to?
I mean, I'm not a politician. I don't want to be a politician, but I try to give my little bit of knowledge where I can give it.
Though I heard someone refer to you as a hood politician. Do you like that?
It's alright. It's alright.
That's a cool.
It's a good title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have the power to reach a lot of people that don't watch, Meet the Press or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's scary though. You gotta watch how you get your point across. Because once you get too powerful, they'll shut you right down. So it's all strategic.